As of now, we have both VS Code and Python set up on this Windows-based machine. You can see Python CLI here, which means Python is successfully set up on this machine. The version of Python that is set up is nothing but Python 3.9. You can have multiple versions of Python at the same time on Windows or Mac or Linux. You can use the version of Python you are interested in to develop your Python-based applications. As of now, I have only Python 3.9 on this. On top of Python 3.9, I have also set up VS Code on this machine. Let me go to the search window. Let me search for VS Code. You can see VS Code here. In this lecture, I'll talk about how to integrate Python 3.9 which is set up on this machine with VS Code. There is a concept of extensions in VS Code. You can go to the extensions by clicking on this. Once you go to the extensions, you should be able to see all the extensions that are installed under installed section. As of now, there are no extensions installed and hence you are not able to see anything here. You should be able to see the popular ones by expanding this. These are some of the popular ones. You can also see the recommended ones. As of now, there are no recommendations. It all depends upon your usage. You will be recommended with certain extensions. For now, to make sure we integrate Python with VS Code, you just have to expand popular and then click on this Python. You need to just click on install. It will take care of installing an extension with respect to Python for VS Code. Once this extension is installed, you should be able to use Python 3.9 that is already set up on this Windows along with VS Code. We'll be able to integrate the existing Python with this VS Code. Keep in mind that it is not installing Python here. It is just extension for VS Code. Now the extension is installed. As the extension is installed, you can go to the Explorer here. You can click on Open Folder. You can set up a project folder and take it further. Let me create a new folder. In this case, I have right-clicked on here and then you can see New. You can click on Folder. Let me give the name as Projects. It is saying the folder name is not valid. I don't know why. Typically I will be able to, but for some reason it is not working. Let me try once again. Let me say project. Yeah, it worked. Now let me double click on this. Let me actually create one more folder in this projects. Let me say new folder. I'll be saying VS Code demo. Let me actually say VS Code Python demo. Now I should be able to click on select folder. It will set up something called as workspace using VS Code. Now the workspace is set up. Now you can click on new file. It will take care of creating the file as part of the folder related to this workspace. Let me say hw.py. hw stands for hello world. Let me click on create file here. Now the file is created. Now we should be able to say print hello world. Let me save this. You can see Python 3.9 interpreter is automatically selected. Now I should be able to right click and click on run Python file in terminal. It will take care of running this program in terminal. This is how you should be able to integrate VS Code with Python that is already set up on this machine to take care of application development using Python as programming language. Now let me exit from the terminal. Let me try increasing the font size here. I should be able to go to file. Then I should be able to go to preferences. Then I should be able to go to settings. As part of the settings, let me increase the font size to 24. Now let me close this. You can see the font size is increased. This is how you can actually get started with Python based application development using VS Code. I'll not be using this project that much. I'll be setting up relevant workspaces depending upon the course which you are going to go through using VS Code. You will understand whenever I get into the content related to the courses where we'll be setting up the complete workspaces based on the course which you are going to take. But for now, make sure you have Python extension installed on top of VS Code after Python 3.9 and VS Code are installed, and also make sure you validate to see if it is working as expected or not. Integration and validation are very, very important before you move further.